All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's walkthrough is going to be how to add a slideshow to your projects. It's pretty simple if you know what you're looking at. When you look at the codes, if you're at w3schools.com, what we're going to do is we're going to go to tutorials. We're going to scroll down until where it says learn how to. Okay, we're going to click on that. All kinds of different stuff. Most of these things are found in the HTML and CSS folders anyway, or tabs, I should say, but they give you a little bit more content, or I guess to go along with, like, basically explain the steps. We're going to go down to slideshow, which is actually right there. I want to make sure I'm in the right one though. Scroll down to, I believe it's in images. So we're just going to do slideshow. But you'll see there's a whole bunch of different things you can do in here. Super helpful for your projects. It'll be useful. So I'm going to click on slideshow. The difference between slideshow and slideshow gallery is this is your slideshow. You have to cycle through your images. Slideshow gallery is you see the images preview below it. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. I'm going to show you how to do the first one, and then if you feel comfortable, you can mix in the other one. So the how-to section that we were in is a little bit. It just gives more clear directions. So it literally tells you like what you need to add. And you just copy and paste this. So this is saying all of your stuff that you need to add to your HTML, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to follow the order. So I'm just going to copy and paste their comments as well. I'm not going to be concerned about that, but I copy and paste that information and put it in my project. Okay. Now they're using their own images, and their images are not going to work when we start our slideshow. We're going to go back to that in a second. I've already downloaded 3 images. But just keep that in mind. They've got their images already included that aren't going to work in our project, okay? Now it's telling you need to add your CSS. You literally copy everything that's in here, okay? Include that asterisk at the top. That's a very important selector. It is not an accident that that is there. So I'm going to copy all of that down to the bottom. Go to my style sheet. I've already got some stuff in there. I'm going to highlight it all and just paste over it, okay? So you'll see I've got a slideshow set up. You can see these bullet points right here, these buttons, but there's no images because, like I said, my image is not working because we haven't uploaded our images correctly. Okay, let's go back to it because there's a third and final step. So we haven't done this yet. We have not used JavaScript in our project. If you go to our index at the top, you'll see that there's a link to a JavaScript page, a JavaScript file. That's what this guy is here. We don't have any, we haven't done anything with it. It's just one of the things with our class so far, but you need to add the JavaScript files there, okay? JavaScript is what allows your pages to be more interactive. We can do more features with it. So that's what this allows it to do. So there's 2 things. You can copy and paste this one that they give you in there, which is perfectly fine. Or if you want your slideshow to be automatic, you copy and paste the one that's directly below. You just have to choose which one you want to do. If it's not automatic, I'd basically have to click a cursor to go through it, and we'll see that in a second. But that goes on your script page, okay? So now you just click on script, paste that. And again, you can't see anything because my images aren't working. And now what I need to do is I'm going to go back in and add my images. So I've already downloaded 3 images or uploaded 3 images to my project. I would highly recommend that for your slideshows that you do this to make sure that these images work correctly because it could impact whether or not your slideshow works correctly. So I'm just going to go ahead and swap out the images that they have on my index. So I'm in my first slide, okay? You can see this because it says slide number 1 of 3. I find the image part of that. So we're not going to mess with any of the div stuff that's up here, but we're going to change this right here. So instead of that image URL, we're going to paste our own. And then if you want, you can change your caption text to say something else. Image of the school or whatever. Okay. If you have more than one, so by default, they give you 3 images. If you have more than 3 images, you just need to copy and paste a chunk like this and paste it again. And then now I'll have 4 or whatever. You just want to make sure that you're changing the corresponding numbers and stuff like that. But that's the gist of this. Each one of these div class, my slides, is its own image. And you can see that this is 1 of 3. This is 2 of 3. This is 3 of 3. These are each of their own separate images, okay? So that's where you'd want to add or replace images, or if you want to increase your count, okay? Second one is going to be the school seal index. I'm now going to change that to image 2. Take out their URL. And this is going to say school seal as my caption. Go back to the third one. This is just a random picture of web design activities, index. Go down to image 3. Paste it. Okay, and then this is going to say web design image or something like that. Design image. And now when I go to my project, I now have this slideshow. Okay, you can barely see the caption here. Okay, so it says image of school. So we might need to change that text color. You'll notice that some of the images are blurry. Okay, school seal. There again, you can't really see the caption. And then web design image. Okay, so we can change those on our style sheet. So if you want to change your caption text on your style sheet, you look to see where your caption is, okay? And when you look at it, you'll notice that it's got a div class called text, okay? So now you go to your style sheet. You're going to look for your class name that's called text. It's right here, and they give you a hint that says caption text right here. And then you can change your color right here, all right? So instead of doing the hashtag F2F2, which is a hexadecimal color for a shade of white, I've changed it to black, and now you can see that text a little bit more clearly, okay? We'd also probably want to increase the size. So if you want to do that, you just change your font size. But that's how you can change your text color, okay? Now, I'm using the manual slideshow, so I have to click through it, which is fine. But if I wanted to do the automatic slideshow, instead of doing all of this, I would just scroll down and I would copy and paste this portion of the code. I now go back to my script page. I'm going to get rid of all of that. I'm going to paste it. And now my slideshow is going through automatically, okay? So that's how you can add slideshows to your project. If I wanted to add, again, if you want to add more slideshows or more slides to your slideshow, you just need to copy and paste another section of this. So I'm going to move image 3, which is our web design image, and I'm going to put it in between. Whoops, don't want to put it there. You got to make sure you're in the right spot, okay? But you're going to put it between the two divs. So now you're going to have an image of the school, web design image, the school seal, web design image, and it's going to repeat that. So now I have 4 slides, even though it's repeating. So this is our first image, second image, third image, fourth image, okay? So by default, it had 3 images in a slideshow. I added it by adding that extra div. And that's how you add a slideshow to your project. Again, I would highly recommend that when you are using the slideshow that you upload your images and incorporate them that way.